Hey, you guys, or give me 1 second, one moment. Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. What a fun Saturday night. Let me get rid of this thing. Sorry again, I kept changing the time. That's why you got to get alerted. Hi, everyone. Yeah, it's really important to get alerted to time changes and so forth because that's just what happens. I really try my best to give you guys an update and when I'm going on, but sometimes things switch, right? Wait, let me look for my little lighter. Wow, there's a lot going on out there, you guys. Hello. Hi. We've got a good one, like always. And let's see if I have. Looking for swear to God. These kids take the lighter. Everyone does incense in my house. Okay, welcome subscribers and members. We are going to get going. You're going to hear my voice real quickly. I always do this. Oh, it's perfect. So, where's my chat? Here. 1 minute. I'm so unorganized. There it is. Okay. All right. Nancy Hopkins. Where's Nancy's in here? My member. Rumple. Member. Look at that. Boston. Let's see if any of the mods are in here yet. Let's see. Saturday night. It's a fun Saturday night. Welcome in Julie, Boston, Jean, Colleen, Veronica. Wow, this is wonderful. Kathy, G.H. White. You guys, we have some things to discuss. I'm going to have chat open so I could get your feelings towards what I'm showing. I believe the information, first of all, everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Sorry, I have a cough drop in my mouth again. My throat's been really weird. And this is for entertainment purposes, right? Nothing I do and say, is proven true, hasn't been proven false. This is how I see it, and this is information that I get. How it works here is if I see like this picture that came from the Idaho 4, the photo of the knife that they believe is the kind of particular style knife that they believe is a murder weapon that just looks like this. It came specifically from the news, right? Now, there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of knives like this, right? What I saw, all I see is when I see images, a storyboard comes through my third eye. And the storyboard that comes through my third eye happens to do with the knives that I've already selected before even the Idaho 4 occurred. The particular knife that I have showing in front of you are knives that actually are the same as they're showing as the murder weapon. Now, I'm not saying, oh, I got the murder weapon. I don't. I don't. What I am saying is it looks something like this, and I have selected a knife, what I'm showing you, that actually looks just like that. Through my third eye, through other visions, and through other images, I have pulled it aside and I have called it the knife. So when they said that there's a knife like this, I'm like, oh, wow. Because that is kind of the knife that I envision. But it's not one that is very recognizable. I think it's a very special knife, more than a knife. And yes, there's something very strange about it. So the knife that you see to the right, it says fisherman knife. These are knives that they use, right? So I'm not saying, oh my gosh, this fisherman has a knife. There's millions of fishermen that have a knife like this, right? What I'm saying is, when I look at that, I see this as part of the precise cutting. I see this as being used as precisely cutting what they need to cut with precision, like with perfection, like with like if you the way I'm moving my hand is just very, it goes like my hand is moving, it goes in and slowly out, like you're gutting a fish. Like you're gutting a fish. And this is where I came to this kind of knife. Now, in my presentation, I'm going to be showing you today more information on a particular knife that is horrific. Before I do that, I just want to show you a few of these photos that are continuously telling the story. And these photos come from Summer Moon Wells' vigil. And the vigil photos, I've said this before, when I see photos that look like this, you could obviously tell that someone is layering them in a way that each layer gets placed on top of the other. So anyone here that knows about editing or, layering photos, this is obviously an extremely layered photo. But the thing about this is it's layered. Someone is layering it. These layers are placed. These are placed. They're not like layered because a photo just happened to be foggy or weird or taking on another photo that's next to it. These photos are created this way. So many a times when I see something like this, I like to use it as part of my aid to telling you the story, right? Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that this person's walking around with this shit on them. But here, I'll give you an example, because a lot of people that are new, I want you to be able to understand what I do. I sit here throughout the day and night. I'm shown information. Like last night, I was shown a lot of information, and I really wish I would have written it down. But all my dogs woke me up, and it was like a freaking zoo in here this morning. So I couldn't write it down. But the information that it was telling me was very important information. And that's the information that I build on as the day proceeds. I listen very clearly and as best I can to see what it all means. So these photos, which are layered like this, for instance, this isn't telling me a story particularly about him. It's telling the story about the maroon boxes. So when I say maroon boxes and they look like number 5s, and they're connected to the bodies, blah, blah, blah. This is what it looks like, right? When I say there's another woman and this lady's face shows very clearly, I don't know who she is, but someone put that in there, you guys. The particular pictures like this are placed. And that is a woman that most likely was sacrificed with Summer, because this is about Summer here. And you see the craziness that they're trying to put in here. But we know that the craziness we look through and we only go to the elements. So you go into a photo like this and I could see the element and I see the story. And the story is not necessarily what you're being told. This is a story that's being hidden under the deep fake. The deep fake is what they put on the surface. So the information that is the smallest bit of information that is staring at you and it becomes clearer and clearer, the smallest little bit of information is what is being covered up. And they work really, really hard on that, but they also want to tell their story. See? This is a head in a box that is right in the middle. Now what happens, it seems as if when I hit on something correctly, the photo tends to show more information. And it just does keep shifting and moving. That is part of how they've created their storyboard, you guys. So photos like this I like to show because I want you to see that these stories are being retold, recreated, so they can show it to the people that need to see it. So when I show elements in this presentation that have those maroon bars around them, or here, let me bring this one up. So I would say that all three of these photos have like hundreds of elements, right? But I stick to the elements that are my top, like 7 elements. And they're in here. This may look crazy, but as I go through the presentation, you're going to see the elements that I choose to show because they're the most important and they're the ones that are consistently shown across the board in all of these killings, including the Idaho 4. Now, I feel as if, now this is only my intuition that I see and what's shown to me. I see something with the father, and I still see something with the school. In particular, this house. These are photos that I put to the side from the Sigma house. And what's happening to these photos is it's saying, please look at me. Please look what's happening here. And because they took in Brian, which, you know, he has to have his day in court, really took the pressure off the school. I am not putting the school to bed yet. They'll probably never have the school have anything to do with it because they're too powerful. They're very powerful and they will put it to bed. But when photos show up like this, that I have many, many, many photos like this, there is a reason it shows up like this. And it's not because it's an accident, it's because someone is telling the story. Telling the story. The story is told just like they are telling the story here from the family that I follow for so many years ago. To me, they're playing the exact same activities. Yeah, I do believe they have someone in custody, right? But I think that the father is going to have something to do with it if they happen to get that far. These are the things that they do. And these are photos that remind me of what went on with the Idaho 4. The fisherman boat, which I show often, is the one that I show. Now, again, it's not about that anything to do with the people in general. It's not about the channel. It's not about the fishermen. It's about the story that is being shown through their channel. And when Summer Moon Wells was gone, the fishies were very important for Summer to express. And she said her toes and her feet, they smelled like fish. It's like it was a message. This is where I got that knife. It's the same photo that showed the little girl's head coming out of the fish. Now, is it really showing a head coming out of fish? I don't know. But what I'm saying, as nuts as it sounds, it's part of what the sacrifice they have gone through. There's a boat involved. There's water involved. They travel from place to place. They keep it confusing, and there's lots of people involved, and they switch and cover up the faces. When I see the father in the photos, it brings me back to the people I see on these boats. So these are the knives that I'm going to be going over as part of my clairvoyance medium. I'm saying that this is what the knife looks like. But what I'm going to also show you is that this is more than just a knife. It does multiple things. Multiple. This knife was found inside one of these YouTube channels that I follow, station. You guys are going to remember when I brought this up, I'm like, holy shit, this was like, I don't know, 7 years ago or something. I don't remember. I'm like, they're showing the start of this kind of equipment. So whoever is listening that is doing this, what I am saying is this was your start to this new technology that created you to make the sacrifices mean something else. You went too deep, too far, and too drastic and created something that is combusting. There was a switch when this technology was brought in. It created more greed, it created more people, and it brought in a level that necessarily never should have been. And it gives the opportunity to kill many more people, deep fake your faces, do alternate realities that are not real, and create a situation, atmosphere that is fake. It's not new, you guys. It's technology that they could They could show you that they're doing this shit anywhere they want to be showing you they're doing it. Anywhere. This video showed a lot of information. It showed that this particular kind of a knife is more than a knife. This, to me, again, I showed this before the Idaho 4. This, to me, you're looking at a situation where they could create their alternative reality during the sacrificing and the murders. So they create it any way they want to sell it. So this whole entire thing has been made into a money maker and has left the building for the real purpose of what this was for. And the children are saying, enough is enough. Enough is enough. They're hanging on to the belief of why they're doing this, but yet God knows that it's not true. So Summer Moon Wells is saying, you are creating a mess up here. You're creating a mess. So it's not up to me to judge what people are doing as far as what they believe or what they're doing for sacrifices that they believe in. Do I agree with them? Absolutely not. But I'm not here to judge their life. I could only come from a place of love and understanding and to tell you the messages that are coming through spirit. Summer Moon Wells loves her daddy. That comes through now every time I'm on. There must be something that Don Wells is searching for. He must be searching for her. He's searching for her and he wants to know where she is. He's saying, where are you, Summer? Give me a sign. Where are you? She's saying, I'm right here, Daddy. I love you. But you're not doing good. You didn't do good. I am gone now, she's saying. I'm gone from you. I'm no longer a part of you. Time has shifted. Things have shifted. There's an imbalance. There's an imbalance. She loves him so much, but she's so disappointed. She's really, really, really sad that she's not going to see him again. You see what I'm saying, you guys? It's not up to me to tell you how I feel. Summer is sad. She really would love to see her father again. But she's not. So Don, when you go and lay your head down, wherever you're putting your head when you're begging for your daughter, she is no longer with you or a part of you. She says goodbye because you didn't do what you needed to do to save the children. And in order to save the children is what you needed to do to see her and meet her again. You didn't do that. Instead, you allowed more children to enter those gates with your daughter. She's had it. She's tired, and she doesn't want to see this anymore. So the next time you put that head down inside your two hands and put your head down inside your two hands where your eyes are deep into your palms, you are not going to be able to see her. You had a job to do. You didn't do it. Thank you, Boston, so much for that super chat. That super sticker. Thank you. That super sticker. And that's what's coming across to me, you guys. Is I could put my hands over my face. I could see his fingers on his face. He's trying so hard to see her. Don Wells, she's no longer there. You had a job to do. What you see to the left is what is inside the room that I'm now calling the alternate reality room. They create whatever the fuck they want to create. But when they go on the boat and they do certain things on the water, boat, air, whatever they do, from up to down to underneath, these elements are real. They use the elements and place them in alternative realities. This is from the boat. This knife that you see is major. This matches all the way through every one of my cases that I am following. This A-frame that they want you to think holds a film crew, a camera, I call bullshit. The only thing it holds is your goddamn equipment that helps create the reality you want to create. Period. There's no frickin' fishing boat. There's no deep whatever getting whales. These are sacrifices, and I'm telling you, I know it is. When all of the elements match from head to toe, and all of these FBI agents and Moscow police are running around with chickens with their heads cut off, look over here. Look. This might look silly to you guys, but I'm telling you, the only ones who have to know that I've pinpointed this shit are the guilty and then the authorities. All different locations, all the same stuff. You're going to get away with nothing. Nothing. This shit here that's in this video gave me so much information, but guess what? It matches all of those A-frame fake cameras. I don't give a hoot what these people say. When the information shows heads on platters and they all match, that's what it is. That's what it is. So if you think just because I haven't mentioned you lately, doesn't mean shit. Because this, what is going on here, is the exact same thing that's going on in the fake reality world to the left. Sacrifices. There's your little bones that they're picking up, trying so gently to hide it coming out from under the fake frickin' whale. It's the same bone that they then placed in the goddamn plaster. But you want to know how it gets there? The left-hand photo is part of the equipment that just sits in the water and it does its thing. On top of that pole is your A-frame. I have this shit down. So no matter how little teeny you put it, I will see it. And I will point it out. I will point out all of it. Because if the authorities aren't going to recognize that this shit is going on, and the authorities aren't going to recognize that that fraternity house has photos like I have, how much faith does that give us to, how much faith does it give you in your country? It doesn't. All it does is it creates more hatred. All it does is it creates more separation. You want to really bring everyone together and you want to do some good and bring some justice and peace and love to everyone? Call a spade a spade. Call it how you see it. Call it how you see it. Try not covering it up and try going for the truth and try saying, you know what? It is possible that this may be happening. Instead of going, oh, we have the killer because his DNA was on a teeny button and it wasn't even found on the knife. You don't have the knife. But look what you have here. The only ones who could stop this hatred and all the killings are the authorities. And the only thing they have to do is frickin' look and decide to step up to the plate and own the fact that this is happening in our country. That's it. It's not going to stop by YouTubers like us coming in here and showing this madness that's happening, because the people that want it to continue are going to continue calling it madness until our authorities step up and say, holy shit, this is really happening and we're going to put a stop to it. How many things do I have to show you that are connected to people's heads over and over? Until someone says, oh wow, maybe we'll take, a couple people who know how to do this stuff and pull it apart and use our technology and we're going to get to the bottom of this. Why? Because it keeps showing up. Why? Because it might bring peace, love, and happiness. Unity. To show that we're together on this. This is what separates us all. This here is being allowed. And all is to, listen, all it's saying here is that you're allowing it. And that's what creates the separation within our country. It's the easiest thing to just, look at you guys. This guy's head, you know what? His head might be stuck and we're going to put a stop to it. That's all. You wouldn't believe how much you would bring to the people. But instead, this shit is separating us. Separating us. I think that this guy here, I think is the father. I'm putting it out there that he is in this. Ooh, he's in it so deep. He thinks he's so smart, but he's going to fuck up. He can't keep his mouth shut, you guys. He's a talker. He's a talker. Get mad, dude. Say something. You're going to let your son take the whole entire blame? Really? It took two. Someone's videotaping, someone's doing it, someone's coming back and forth with your son's phone. For all we know, you set him up. This face, oof. No idea, you guys. This face, When I saw it on that fake video, I'm like, he had to put himself in the limelight. He's going to get himself in trouble is what's going to happen. Speak up, dude. I have your face all the way through my third eye, and I am putting it out there. Big time. Big time. Your son is your puppeteer. How about that? Your little puppeteer. We're going to make some money. You're going to do this. Don't worry, I'll take care of you. Really? He'll probably get death. He's not the only one there. Not the only one there. I will not stop researching you, pulling up your photo so I could get the read on your photo, and the read that I'm getting is no good. No good. That's what I have to say. Your son wanted you to shut the fuck up so badly in the car. So badly. You fucking set him up is how I feel. No one is guilty until proven guilty in the court of law. Period. So if you think for 1 second that you're going to get off this shit, ain't happening. Not happening. This is what's part of the water. These are the cages that are part of the water that I have shown you in the Lori Vallow cases. It's part of the sacrifice where this stuff goes, and that's where I said a company like Adventures with Purpose kicks in and makes millions gathering this shit out of the water. This is the equipment. And Lori Vallows is exactly the same. That's her photo on the bottom. It's supposed to be a photo of her car, but it's a photo of all the pieces. Lori Vallow's videos show the whole entire story. This comes from the fisherman to the left. All I'm showing here, you guys, is the equipment that then gets put in the water, that gets put under the car, that no one is realizing is under the car with that little pole. That's the equipment that gets thrown in the water. Right here. It's all there. I go down to the only pieces that are important. I don't look at all the other shit that you guys put in there. This here is what you see throughout the stories. That's the pole with that little thing on it, which winds up in a frame, blah, blah, blah. And that is Lori Vallow's house to the right. Those are her 2 kids, and then there are 1, 2, 3, 4 other people that went with her. It's really obvious. These are Lori Vallow's. Now, I've shown you Summer Moons. I've shown you these. I just decided to pick on Lori Vallow to show you it was more than just her kids. This is her montage. I really hope that something comes over her and she tells the truth. They have my pictures and they're in the hands of the attorney, because I got a letter that I'm not getting them back, that they were confiscated and they're put in the evidence room. It's all these photos, you guys. It's not, count them. I am telling you, if she decides to tell the truth of her story, she will tell you it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, half a dozen. And they went in the water. When they went in the water, they went on the same kind of a thing like this. This is what they were on. This is what they jumped from. This is what they jumped from. It's all the same, you guys. It's all the same. Lori Vallows. Jumping out of the same kind of a room that you see to the left. She has the V on her neck. She has that thing around her neck that I showed you that I believe there was either his father or Brian videotaping and discussing. But it's the same shit that's on her daughters and her son, but I have more of her daughter. This is what's going on. And when I tell you that the most important part that I see within these pictures are only the elements that show up in all of the cases. So this person's big ass face isn't what I want you to look at. I want you to notice that this is exactly what Aaron, one of the Idaho 4's bodies, looked like when he was murdered. It's right there. It's right there. Inside the fake fishing thing, but yet it's attached to the A-frame. You see? This is what Kylie Rodney looked like. Do you know that this is what you're looking at? This is what was in their TV that I show you guys. This is what they're doing. It's not about the photo. That is a deep fake. That's it. This here is a photo that is part of my elements. Ethan, I called him Aaron, I think. Ethan has a photo. He's in the same outfit, and they make you look as if he's on a boat. He's not on a boat. He's getting sacrificed. They're all in here. When I tell you I have this shit down pat, all the authorities have to do is fucking recognize it. Recognize it. What is so hard? Do you not want everyone to unite? This is what they looked like, you guys. I don't care what they're telling you. This is the fishing. The only thing they're fishing for is nothing. This here is the same string and A-frame that I just showed you in their fake room. Grab it. Right here. Let's see, which way do I turn it? Upside down. Let's see. Turn it. So every time I show, like, you know, something like this, we've all seen this. We've seen these, and then whatever is on top is on top. Lori Vallow, let me see if I could grab that one. Lori Vallows has this in the backyard with that little thing on top, and it pretty much shows really clearly. Wait. Vallow. I'm only going to show it if it's right here on top. Oh, here's one. And I'll show you a few of them that show it with the head. Here's one of Lori Vallows. And notice the head. It's right there. See that? You see this? Same thing. She's probably on a fake boat also. She is on a fake boat. It's one. Let's see if I have another one. Because any one of these photos that I'm going to pull over that show that V thing, it's going to have a little teeny thing on the top of it, and it's going to look like they're V strings. It's what they do. And it's a year and a half of the same shit. I'm just going to show that one. Same stuff. Look at the bottom. This is exactly what I'm showing you. That A thing is exactly what's going on here. But yet, no one's going to recognize it. They're really, really fucking terrified. And the only thing that it will do is bring the country closer together. What are they afraid of? What? You have to ask that question. Like, seriously. I mean, what you see here is what's on her daughter's neck. This shit is on her daughter. This here is what I showed you in the Idaho 4 video, that this is around his neck, just like her daughter. This is what it looks like. This is what's going on right here. Somehow this is in the water and this is being pushed down, and that is a baby's head, and this is the equipment. I am begging this to be recognized. This is a very clear photo of what is going on. And if you think for a second that this baby's head that is in this photo is fake, it's not. The only thing that is fake is the location. That is a Summer Moon Wells missing child. If our country cares to figure this fucking shit out, it's right here. It's right here. It's telling you where it is. Do you see how it's telling you? It's showing it. The thing is about some of these creators, they don't know that there's people like me that are seeing the story. That's the story. This is the story. It goes underwater. There's the V. Let me turn it upside down. Here, watch this. This is so the story that I wouldn't even know how else to better tell it. This is where the Valos kids jumped off of as well. I have it upside down, just like this. And the best way to bring us all together is to stop separating all of us. Is to stop the separation. You, the authority, is creating the separation. This is a child. Oh, what do we have to delete? What do we have to delete? Till a mod can delete. I could delete. Let's see. What's in here? What's has to delete? Let me know. You guys, this here is a very important photo. And the person who is putting this shit out there, I just need you to know this is being so watched. And all I could do is continuously pull my information together until the day that they decide to recognize it. To recognize it. Because this is what they're doing. This is exactly the location that Lori Vallow could probably say it is. This is Lori Vallow's photo to the left, and they're always holding this shit up. He's holding it up. I don't care how rinky-dinky stupid it looks. That's a head with the horse. We have seen this horse a little too many times to not recognize it. The truth of the matter is, if anyone wants to really make a difference in our country, this is the way to do it. See the little horse with their little man? It's the horse head. There's a horse head that's also in Dylan Rounds. I mean, here we are. Here we are. What you see here to the left is exactly what I have been showing you, and I just showed you. Wait, let me grab it. Right here. Wait. 26. Let me grab this. What you see to the left is what I just showed you here. And let me tell you something. What you see to the left is Lori Vallow. And this here is the exact same thing which came from the fisherman's boat. You see that? It's the same thing. I am keeping my eye out. I'm Brian's father. I'm going to go through the videos and see if I could find him on the boats. To the left is a little girl, to me, that looks like is connected to the same shit that they connect everyone to that you see to the right. And to the right is from the family that I have been following. Now, if you could imagine that what you see to the right on that person's body with the blood and the white stuff, that's the same thing that I showed you was on Brian had it on his pant, and the Moscow police were taking it out of the house. These are real things. I always thought that this was summer. I get this feeling of summer when I look at this, and this isn't his daughter, so mind you that these are deep fakes and all this shit is being put in here. So I'm not showing his daughter because I don't believe it's her. And if he happens to say, yes, it's my daughter, I'd be like, well, why does she have the shit attached to her head? See that? That's put in there. It's the branch. This was from Lori Vallow. Now, I'm just showing you photos. I don't have the kids' faces of what I believe is Summer Moon Wells herself story. And don't ever give me shit about putting the fisherman up there because it's not him. His face is being used as a deep fake, by the way. His face is being put over a lot of these people's faces, and they're not him. And these children are going through a horrific, horrific thing. This, to me, is a Summer Moon Wells. Now, for all we know, because this is the boat ride that I said I believe Summer was on. This is the boat that went to Alaska, and this is the same video. And when I look at this, it just, to me, screams Summer Moon, but the only way we'll really know is when we find the truth. She has all the same stuff on her. She's connected to all the same white stuff with the heart on her neck, with the stuff on her head. Her mouth is covered. She's not on a boat. She's in all that white stuff. The boat is fake. In this moment in time, the boat is fake. So I wish I could find it, but this S, remember you guys, I showed a video on like that S looks so familiar on the boats. I just want you to know that this photo here means a lot more than you could ever imagine it to. This photo here tells me a story on how this stuff is connected and why I always see a tire and why I always see these white little thin strings. They're all here. And this here is you're looking at something that is very sophisticated. You're looking at something that is more sophisticated than meets the eye. So this to me is something that would need to be found. This all needs to be found. This travels. And this is very, very important piece of evidence. Whatever is going on here, I feel it in my heart. I don't feel it in my stomach. I feel it within my heart chakra, if that makes sense to anybody. This here is my heart chakra. That's all I know. This right here has something to do with the heart. These fucking wires or tubes or this is extremely freaking important. It's not a fish. So if you think that we think it's a fish, we know this isn't. It's not fish skin. This is part of the equipment. And this, it's almost like I could feel it beating. I can't explain it. Like, oh, right, rumple, like your heart is being ripped out. Like I feel like it feels like I feel like this is being treated, like if you put your hands on your heart chakra, like I feel like this is treated as if it was alive. Like I feel like this is treated as if it's a living thing. Like a living thing. Whoa. Here it is. They put that little statue thing, I guess, on the end. This little statue thing. I didn't realize that. Wait. Sorry, I keep coughing. I don't know what is going on with me. This little thing and those little... I am saying that this here is so sacred and so protected. Like it makes me want to whisper. Like it makes me want to speak softly. This is very sacred. This is very sacred. You guys, this is a photo that I swear to God, I can almost feel it pulsing. I don't even know how to say it. That's just what I feel. Oh, look. This is very done in very quietness. And what's in the bottom? See this pin? See the one in the middle? That little face thing? This is very sacred. This is a very sacred part of the sacrifice. Oh, look what I matched it with. This is the room that has the, this is the room to the right that has all the information and where I said they started using the new technology. You see what I put here? I put this here. Oh, wow. what you see to the left must represent this, or else I would never have put it together. I would never put it together. These are the wood pieces that I say are extremely important to keeping, and it builds the frame that winds up being saved as part of their trophies. The one in the upper left-hand corner is from that family I follow. The other one is from the boat. But they're all have the same information, you guys. These sticks could be found. These are sticks that when I tell the authorities, I'm like, if you would just look for the fucking elements. I mean, you're not looking for a gun or anything. You're looking for elements. Because these are sacrifices. And because they're sacrifices, the elements are really what's most important. The elements will have DNA on it. This is what will have DNA on it. Look, see? Those are the pieces that are kept. These are the pieces. These are the pieces. So to the left is basically it's one of the pieces of equipment, right? And it shows up in the video that shows also the knife. But it's equivalent, both what you see here, they're equivalent to each other. They're both pieces of the sacrifice that are used, and they're the same. And what I'm putting here together is to show you that that piece represents the same piece that's in the hand to the right hand side. Oh, sassafras. I'll look at my emails tonight for sure. These are all the little pieces that are most important. And the one to the right hand lower, to me, is where they go. And those little pieces are very important because the one in the bottom left hand corner is the maroon, the green, and the white, but it has the horse head on the top. You see that? But it's still the same as what we see Kylie Rodney standing on and Check a TV in his videos. Oh, look at that. Look what's happening to... Wait a minute. Interesting. So this is the... Look what this looks like now. It looks completely different. Look. Oh my God. So this here, this here is the same. But look at what it looks like. That's this. See how you could see the heads? Could see the heads? I'm sweating. I am. I have one request. It's not an alligator. These are just parts of trophies. I have one request. That an authority figure will recognize this as the truth in order to bring justice and the people together. To unite everyone together instead of separating them through videos like this. It brings a separation. If this is recognized as a truth and recognized as happening and recognized as illegal, the message that it will send is what the children are waiting for. That's what they're waiting for. Not for people to be thrown in jail, for this to be recognized as what it's to recognize as what it is. That in itself will bring justice to the world and to the children. Don Wells cannot do it anymore. He has turned his cheek. You guys, yes, this photo here, the very last photo I have right here, right in this picture, represents the elements that are within all the cases you see. And that includes all of the fake white cars with the fake little tire. See? This here is the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children. There's your car, there's your tire, there's your wood, there's your little pieces that are in a basket, the green, the white, the orange, the yellow, the blah, 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 blah. This is what you saw in the Kylie Rodney case. This is just what I keep showing. There's no difference in what this is than the tire that I'm showing in the other V. This isn't sitting in the middle of the sand. This is somewhere else, but the elements are the same. This here is everything that I have been showing you guys. Right, it's like the cover photo. Yeah, I think that this girl could easily be the girl that I call Big Eyes. Easy. Her face changes all the time. But this is the family that I follow. She's the one with all the stuff. She's the one with all the stuff. This is the photo I'm going to end it on. You have this. You have this. You have the swing, with the person in it. You have this. You have this. You have the white car with the fake ass tire. You have the V. It's all here. It's all here. Yeah. She's exactly the same. Hey, we need we just need one person to come up here and say, it's time, man. It's time to stop the separation. Guys, Wait a minute, let me see something. Do. Big eye. Big eyes, is it I have her under? Oh, I have her under big bitch. That's very funny. Oh my goodness, it's so funny that I have her under big bitch. Let's see. Big bitch. Let me show you some lips. Let me see. It's crazy. That's all it's going to take, you guys. It's not like, it's not a big ask. But what it is asking the authorities to really, really step up and put a stop to this stuff. And it's way deeper than anything else anyone could possibly do. Let me see, big eyes. Big eye? My God. Big eyes. Here we go. Let me get a picture of her lips. Oh my God, I have so many photos stuck in here that have nothing to do with her. So funny how I can never get a photo. Actually, I shouldn't say I can never get a photo because I get the photos when I need to get them. Oh no. Oh my God, Benny's in here. Okay, I'm not doing that. I'm going to leave it on this. You guys, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for being here. And may justice come. May someone take this information and say this could possibly be happening and do something with it. You guys, thank you so much. You were wonderful in chat. Thumbs up, please. It makes a difference on your way out. And do get alerted because I change my times all the time. I change and change and change them. So getting alerted would help. Thank you all for being here. Thank you. Thank you for the super sticker. Have a great night, you guys. And I will be talking to you within the next 48 hours. Good night, you all.